Hello and welcome to Coastal Alabama's Highway 98 Radio. Rick McCann behind the microphone. We've got the latest breaking news, extended weather forecast, and great music coming up live, broadcasting from the Blue Ram Media Studios here in Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Somewhere when I haven't heard a word and haven't seen her since. She disappeared quicker than this double shot of gin. 'Cause everybody at the bar started asking, how's your girl? She ain't my girl. Where's she been? I ain't quite sure. Good question, no telling, but I'm betting she's probably in Texas. Amarillo, all I know, George Strait said it. Yeah, that's where Texas go. If she ain't with me out here in Tennessee, then I don't know where she's headed. If I'm guessing, I reckon she's probably in Texas. That's right. Yeah, she's probably in Texas. She might be down in Georgia at her mama's for the week. Could be Carolina, California, something's telling me. She's somewhere in the Lone Star State with all the rest. Yeah, that one king song knows best. She's probably in Texas, Amarillo, all I know, George Strait said it. Yeah, that's where all them exes go. If she ain't with me out here in Tennessee, then I don't know where she's headed. If I'm guessing, I reckon she's probably in Texas. She's probably in Texas. How's your girl? She ain't my girl. Where's she been? I ain't quite sure. Good question, no telling, but I'm betting she's probably in Texas. Amarillo, all I know, George Strait said it. Yeah, that's where all them exes go. If she ain't with me out here in Tennessee, then I don't know where she's headed. If I'm guessing, I reckon she's probably in Texas. Yeah, she's probably in Texas. She's probably in Texas. She's probably in Texas.
Crime is going up. You need to call the professionals at Mobile Bay Public Safety Patrol. 251-264-2498. Mobile patrols, residential communities, schools, churches, and businesses. Alarm response, professionally trained law enforcement experience. Mobile Bay Patrol, 251-264-2498. Call them today and you'll sleep better tonight. Mobile Bay Patrol.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Coastal Alabama's Highway 98 Radio. A great Thursday morning to you here along the Gulf Coast. It's going to be a great day. Sun is shining, and we've got a lot of things planned for you on today's program. We're going to update you on some things that we've been talking about over the last month, including coyotes, and now what one city is planning on doing to control this situation. Of course, we've got a lot of great music to bring you, as well as the latest 10-day weather forecast, breaking news, and events happening over the next few weeks here along the Gulf Coast, including that big musical festival down on the beach in Gulf Shores. So sit back and relax. Remember, you can contact us 24 hours a day, helpdesk at bluerammedia.com, And of course, if you see any news breaking along the Gulf Coast, send it to newsdesk at bluerammedia.com. And we always say this, and I hope that you take it to heart, but if you sing, if you're an indie singer, country, gospel, bluegrass, folk, something in between, send it to us, helpdesk at bluerammedia.com. We have thousands, tens of thousands of listeners, and we will play your music, your song for you. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to play some music, but I'll be back here momentarily.
I got that real good, feel good stuff up under the seat of my big black jacked up truck. Rolling on 35s, pretty girl by my side. You got that suntan skirt and boots, waiting on you to look my way and scoot your little hot self over here. Girl, hand me another beer, yeah. All them other boys wanna line you up and take you downtown, but you look like the kind that likes to take it way out. Out where the cornrows roll my boat, floating down the Flint River. Get yourself a little catfish dinner. Gonna sound like a winner when I lay you down and love you right. Yeah, that's my kind of night. Might sit down on my diamond plate tailgate, put in my country ride, hip-hop mixtape. Little Conway and little T-Pain, might just make it rain. You can hang your T-shirt on a limb. Hit that bank and we can ease on in. Soak us up a little moonlight, you know I know what you like, yeah. All them other boys wanna line you up and take you downtown, but you look like the kind that likes to take it way out. Out where the cornrows roll my boat, floating down the Flint River. Catch yourself a little catfish dinner. Gonna sound like a winner when I lay you down and love you right. Yeah, that's my kind of night. Yeah, that's my kind of night. My kind of, your kind is this kind of night. We dance in the dark and your lips land on mine. Oh, gonna get our love on. Oh, time to get our buzz on. All them other boys wanna wind you up and take you downtown, but you look like the kind that likes to take it way out. Out where the cornrows roll my boat, floating down the Flint River. Catch yourself a little catfish dinner. Gonna sound like a winner when I lay you down and love you right. Yeah, that's my kind of night. Yeah, that's my kind of night. That's my kind of night. Yeah, that's my kind of night. Come on.
Used to dream about buying that bigger house, sitting on top of some hill, losing sleep about filling my bank account, wondering if I ever will. But the older I get, I just care less and less about keeping up with people named Jones. If you don't fill it up with somebody that you love, it ain't ever gonna feel like home. There's always gonna be a higher high you could chase for the rest of your life. Greener grass in the yard next door, or a shined up Chevy little newer than yours. You're never gonna fill an empty cup if what you got still not enough. The thing about happiness I found is it don't live in bigger houses. I can hear the kids making little footsteps running down the hallway upstairs. I can see the dogs playing in the backyard through the kitchen window right there. Maybe life's kinda more about a swing on a porch, holding her while the sun disappears. Why would I wanna be anywhere else in the world where my whole world is sitting right here? There's always gonna be a higher high you could chase for the rest of your life. Greener grass in the yard next door, or a shined up Chevy little newer than yours. You're never gonna fill an empty cup if what you got still not enough. The thing about happiness I found is it don't live in bigger houses. No, 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 no. There's always gonna be a higher high you could chase for the rest of your life. Greener grass in the yard next door, or a shined up Chevy little newer than yours. You're never gonna fill an empty cup if what you got still not enough. Thing about happiness I found is it don't live in bigger houses. The thing about happiness I found is it don't live in bigger houses.
Daddies really never The Federal Aviation Administration wants you to fly your drone responsibly. Avoid flying your drone near other aircraft, especially near airports. Fly your drone below 400 feet. Always keep your drone in sight. If you see a safety issue involving drones, contact local law enforcement immediately. Fly smart. Fly safe. Have fun.
In a minute, I'm going to drown in this pool, surrounded by friends and relatives. That's because Dad thinks Mom is watching me, and Mom thinks Dad is. But actually, nobody is watching me. And you rarely make a sound when you're struggling in the pool.
Don't assume someone else is watching. Become a water watchdog at abbyshope.org.
When Blake Shelton walked away from The Voice after being there as a judge for 23 years, and that's a long time. When you're on TV, when you're making a program, as some of these longevity shows are showing us, such as Law and Order, and NCIS and some others, 23 years on TV is a long, long time. Blake Shelton, many people thought once he walked away, that would be it. But no, actually he is busier than ever. We just played his latest single called Texas, and it's the #1 song right now in the UK, and it's quickly topping the charts here in the US as well. He has another song coming out right behind that with his wife, Gwen Stefani. And as you probably know, if you listen to his music, anything that those two do together, well, that's sure going to go to #1 and be a big hit for them as well. He's also working on a collaboration called The Road, which we talked about a number of times over the last few months. It's a show where the competition, the singers, are in front of live audiences at all sorts of venues, nightclubs, and so forth across the country, coming out on CBS this fall. And I think it's going to be exciting because this is real. This is live, unlike filming in a studio and then playing it 6 months down the road. He's also been back and forth, real busy on the farm, he says. He's done some fishing, doing some collaborations with some other singers, and he's got some other things in store that he's not been talking about. But, you know, Blake Shelton is not going away anytime soon. He's been around for more than 20 years. In fact, I lived in Nashville when he first came out with the song Austin. And you remember his haircut style back then? Well, he's had a lot of changes in hairstyle, but one thing stays the same. His music style is country. And I guess that's what people really love about him. But we're going to tell you more about what's happening with him because he's also got a concert tour. And one of his stops is in Tuscaloosa. I'll be telling you about where and when that is coming up shortly on today's program.
She left without leaving a number. Said she needed to clear her mind. He figured she'd gone back to Austin. She talked about it all the time. It was almost a year before she called him up. 3 rings and an answering machine is what she got. If you're calling about the car I sold it, if this is Tuesday night I'm bowling. If you got something to sell, you're wasting your time. I'm not buying. If it's anybody else, wait for the tone. You know what to do. P.S. If this is Austin, I still love you. The telephone fell to the counter. She heard, but she couldn't believe. What kind of man could hang on that long? What kind of love that must be? She waited 3 days, then she tried again. She didn't know what she'd say. She heard 3 rings and then, if it's Friday night, I'm at the ball game, and first thing Saturday, if it don't rain, I'm headed out to the lake, and I'll be gone all weekend long. But I'll call you back when I get home on Sunday afternoon. And P.S. This is Austin, I still love you. This time she left her number, but not another word. And she waited by the phone on Sunday evening, and this is what he heard. If you're calling about my heart, it's still yours. I shouldn't listen to it a little more. Then it wouldn't have taken me so long to know where I belong. And by the way, boy, this is no machine you're talking to. Can't you tell this is Austin? And I still love you. I still love you, baby.
She likes adventure with security, and more than one man can provide. She planned adventure, feeling sure that he would not be home till after 5. He turned on the lights and turned them off again, and said the one thing he could say. All these years, where have I been? Well, I've been down the road to work and home again, and I'm still here until I'm gone. Don't you rub it in too hard that I've been wrong all these years. She said, you're not the man you used to be, and he said, neither is this guy. She said, there's some things you refuse to see, but I guess sometimes so do I. She made no excuse why she was lying there. She said the one thing she could say. All these years, what have I done? I made you suffer and your daughter and your son. Still I'm here, and I'm still confused, but I can finally see how much I stand to lose with all these years. I'm still here, I'm so confused, but I can finally see how much I stand to lose of all these years.
Rip currents cause an estimated 100 deaths each year in the United States. In 2021, 5 of these deaths were on the Gulf Coast. Rip currents are the #1 weather-related killer at the beaches along the northern Gulf Coast. The number of rip current fatalities on these beaches is more than the fatalities of flooding, tornadoes, lightning, and tropical storms or hurricanes combined. Learn the facts. Before heading out to the beach, check current beach conditions and know what each flag means. Always swim near a lifeguard. Rip currents are narrow currents that flow away from the beach. If you notice you're being pulled away from the beach and are swimming and getting tired, you may be in a rip current. Think of it like a treadmill that you can't turn off. You want to step to the side of it. Don't swim against the current. Try to swim across it in a direction following the shoreline. Rip currents do not pull you under, but may take you as far out as a football field so people can tire quickly. The most important thing is to stay calm. If you can't escape the current, float or calmly tread water. Wave for help if you can. Rip current strength eventually subsides and may even take you closer to shore. If you see someone caught in a rip current, call 911 or get a lifeguard and throw something that floats towards the victim. For more information, please visit www.visitalbeaches.com/safety.
Your local news and 7-day forecast coming up moments away. Hey, you all, get ready for the latest Hurricane Preparedness Expo coming to Fairhope at the Civic Center, 161 North Section Street, Tuesday, June the 3rd from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. You'll learn all sorts of things about how to prepare for the hurricanes, how to recover from hurricanes, all sorts of information. And your friend of mine, James Spann from ABC 3340, he'll be there as well, along with the Baldwin County Emergency Management Agency and other public safety agencies from the county. Again, that's Tuesday, June the 3rd from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. at the Fairhope Civic Center.
Bet you think I'm sitting at home? No. Bet you think that I'm all alone? No. Bet you think I'm missing you and wishing you would call my phone? Hell no. I went wheels up on a runway, and that ticket was a one-way. I'm somewhere on the beach, sipping something strong. Got a new girl, she got it going on. We drink all day and party all night. I'm way too gone to have you on my mind. She got a body and she's naughty, and she got me like you ain't ever got me. I'm getting some, and I ain't slept in a week. Yeah, I'm somewhere on the beach. Heard you called my boys, heard you called my folks. They said you drove by my house real slow. You can check any spot, roll down every road, but girl, I ain't even close. I'm somewhere on the beach, sipping something strong. Got a new girl, she got it going on. We drink all day and party all night. I'm way too gone to have you on my mind. She got a body wish it could have worked out, but I'm getting over you now. On a beach towel, my shades on, my drinks up, and the sun's out. I'm somewhere on the beach. Somewhere on the beach, sipping something strong. Got a new girl, she got it going on. We drink all day and party all night. I'm way too gonna have you on my mind. She got a body and she's naughty, and she got me like you ain't never got me. I'm getting some, and I ain't slept in a week. Yeah, I'm somewhere on the beach. Yeah, I'm somewhere on the beach.
Music, music, music! We also have local events, news, weather, and so much more right here on Highway 98, Coastal Alabama's all-new radio. A Blue Ram Media production.
I was just going to the grocery store.
Seatbelt violators, beware.
I forgot to put it on.
If you're pulled over because you've broken the law.
Oh, it's so uncomfortable.
And you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's broken, but I was going to have it fixed.
No matter what your excuse is, you will get a ticket in addition to the ticket for your original violation.
Click it or ticket? That's pretty easy to remember.
And once again, this morning I'm sitting at the news and weather desk in the Blue Ram Media studio. And as always, I've got your extended weather forecast. The rest of the day is looking mighty fine. 84 degrees is our high today. The overnight low will be around 74. We're looking at mostly sunny, but some cloudy skies as well for the remainder of the day, and about a 17% chance of rain. The winds are blowing currently out of the south-southwest at about 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow is going to be a replica of today. Friday, we're looking once again at about 84 degrees as your high. Partly cloudy, but we're going to have plenty of sunshine hanging out as well. And the overnight will be right around 74 degrees with about a 20% chance of rain for tomorrow. Winds coming once again out of the south-southwest at about 14 miles per hour. On Saturday and Sunday, we're looking for a high about 85. It's going to be humid. Mostly sunny, but we're going to have some clouds passing on through both on Saturday and Sunday. But it's going to be warm. We have about a 15% chance of showers on Saturday, 10% on Sunday, and winds coming out of the south-southwest at about 12 miles per hour. After the weekend is over and we head on back to the work week, Monday will be mostly sunny. Highs once again hovering right around that 85 degree mark for a high, 74 in the overnight, and only a very slight chance, about 5%, of any rainfall in our area. Once again, winds blowing out of the south-southwest at about 10 miles per hour. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, well, things are going to really heat up. We're looking at around 87 degrees for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as a high. The overnight, right about 73 degrees for all 3 nights. About a 20% chance of rain. May or may not get it, but that is always a possibility. And, here along the Gulf Coast, we really don't know. I mean, seriously, we don't know from one moment to the next if it's going to rain, because it can sneak in across the Gulf and be here, in a short time without any heads up. Thursday, we're going to see 86 degrees again. Friday, we're going to see 85 degrees, about 70 degrees in the overnight. It'll be partly cloudy. That means partly sunny. About a 15% chance of rain. Moving back into the weekend. Saturday, the 24th, Sunday, the 25th, 83 degrees will be the high during the daytime. 68 degrees in the overnight, mostly sunny. Yep, more chances of some rain, about 15%. Of course, we'll have all of that updated for you on Monday's program, but if you're visiting, just enjoy yourself. Don't worry about the little rain showers. And if you live here, well, you need to get on out there and enjoy your environment. That is your updated extended weather forecast from Coastal Alabama Radio.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned when the knockdown drag-out's over. And Lord knows she took one too many. Well, her blue jean eyes are too tired to cry, and he won't know till she's gone already. If he ever loved her, he never let it show. If she didn't need him, she left him long ago. She set it all on fire, and if there's one thing that she learned, rainbows take forever to burn. How long, how much can a broken heart take? Who could blame her when it all goes up in flames? Not a one of us could have done better. Not without wondering, I wanna be my brother man. I came as no surprise when she finally took a stand. If he ever loved her, he never let it show. If she didn't need him, she left him long ago. She set it all on fire, and if there's one thing that she learned, rainbows take forever to If he ever loved her, he never let it show. If she didn't need him, she left him long ago. She set it all on fire, and if there's one thing that she learned, rainbows take forever. Damn, they take forever to burn.
Who says a man don't cry? Yeah, somebody done told you a lie. I've been crying over you all night. Who says a man don't cry? And who says a man don't hurt? Never had their heart ripped out of their shirt. Been lonely and down in the dirt. Who says a man don't hurt? 'Cause baby, 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 all I see when I close my eyes is taillights fading away in the Georgia sky. I've been crying in my beer, crying in my bed, crying on the pillow where you used to lay your Tell me who says a man don't beg, and didn't see me in the rain on the night she left, begging please don't say goodbye yet. Who says a man don't beg? I've been crying in my bed, crying in my bed, crying on the pillow where you used to lay your head. I'ma cry myself to sleep tonight. Who says a man don't cry? Oh baby, baby, baby. Who says a man don't cry? Somebody gone and told you a lie, 'cause I've been crying over you all night. Who says a man don't cry? Who says a man don't cry? I've been crying in my bed, crying in my bed, crying on the pillow where you used to lay your head. I'ma cry myself to sleep tonight. Who says a man don't cry? To sleep tonight. Who says a man don't cry?
Let's get it.
Girl, you gone and done it to me harder than a hoochie coochie. Got me like the first time I heard Alan Jackson Chattahoochee. I was never the same again. I'm a lifelong fan. Yes, I am. Baby, I love you like I love country music. You gave me eyes, really, girl, you gave me Golden Jones. You turned me on as much as I turn on my radio. Let's take our time off the line, kinda like Johnny and June did. Yeah, let's do this. Baby, I love you like I love country music. 'Cause I could never live without you. All my favorite songs about the top to bottom, perfect. You like Brooks and Dunn's debut album. You got me feeling like I'm a brand new man. Yes, I am. Baby, I love you like I love country music. Country music. You gave me eyes, really, girl, you gave me Golden Jones. You turned me on as much as I turn on my radio. Let's take our time off the line, kinda like Johnny and June did. Yeah, let's do this. Baby, I love you like I love country music. If I was stranded on an island, only way I could survive is if I had you and that needle dropping on a vinyl. You gave me eyes, really, girl, you gave me Golden Jones. You turned me on as much as I turn on my radio. Let's take our time off the line, kinda like Johnny and June did. Yeah, let's do this. Baby, I love you like I love country music. Oh, baby, I love you like I love country music.
responding to emergency runs, we need everybody's help to get there as fast as we can. So when you see the lights, move to the right.
Who knows what a child will grow up to be? It's one of the coolest things about kids. The unknown, the potential, the chance to do or become whatever they can imagine. But what if something happens during childhood that stops them from reaching that potential? Did you know that preventable injuries are the #1 killer of children in the United States? And around the world, one child dies from a preventable injury every 30 seconds. But the important thing to remember about preventable injuries is that they're preventable. We can do something to stop them. Things to make sure kids get the chance to be creative and play. The chance to take chances and explore. The chance to fall down and get back up. Help us give your kids, and every kid, the chance to grow up, reach their potential, and become whatever they can imagine. Learn how at safekids.org.
Coming up this week in North Baldwin County, the Crawfish Cook-Off at the North Baldwin Chamber of Commerce. This has been happening now for a number of years. They're going to kick it off with networking. And then on May the 17th, oh boy, if you love crawfish, well, they're going to have a big crawfish cook-off at 5 p.m. You can contact the North Baldwin Chamber of Commerce for more information, and sponsorships are available right now as well. Like I said, this is really becoming a big deal. In fact, Christy at northbaldwinchamber.com, you can email her and talk to her. Now, free team entry, promotion and advertisement, community involvement, recognition, support. Eat a whole lot of crawfish as much as you can, cold beer, live music, and a whole bunch of fun. Christy with a K at northbaldwinchamber.com.
Long week, time to clock out, never looking back in those ripped jeans. Ready for a night they won't forget. Got the top down, temperature rising while the sun gets going down. Pull up and let the tailgate loose. Crank the radio loud. Kicking in a parking lot. Headlights on, rocking like a stadium with solo cups. Stomping hard to every kick drum. Gotta sing in every line. Lighters high, swinging back forth like a wave on fire. Drinking to our favorite songs. With those high country nights like no other. Ain't no thing as a best summer. Wild and free. Ain't no rules and nothing but fun in a front seat. To a firefly light show getting lit up. All my rowdy friends round me right here. No stopping us now. It's 100 degrees and 100 proof. Shots keep going down. Kicking in a parking lot. Headlights on, rocking like a stadium with solo cups. Stomping hard to every kick drum. Gotta sing in every line. Lighters high, swinging back forth like a wave on fire. Drinking to our favorite songs. With those high country nights like no other. Ain't no thing as a best summer.
farther away from 30 than I am from 50. Never thought I'd see it, but I think I'm fine with that. And I'm farther away from chasing around every dream I ever tried to run down, and getting quite alright with just right where I'm at. Yeah, that old whippoorwill's been whistling, the Lord's been talking, and I've been listening. And there's some youngins that I've been missing, and there's some holes that I ain't been fishing. And you realize you ain't the man you ever was, when getting on up in age does what it does. There's some cracks in the rearview mirror, but now I see things a little clearer. I better make a little time before I turn to dust. I've gotten farther from the bottom than I've been in quite a few years, and closer to the man upstairs. I'm farther away from stumbling than I am from sober. It's been an uphill climb, just like I knew it would. And I'm farther away from losing everything that ever made me happy. No, I ain't been perfect, but lately I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, that old whippoorwill's been whistling, the good Lord's talking, and I've been listening. And there's a woman that I've been missing, and there's some holes that I ain't been fishing. And you realize you ain't the man you ever was, when getting on up in age does what it does. There's some cracks in the rearview mirror, but now I see things a little clearer. I better make a little time before I turn to dust. I've gotten farther from the bottom than I've been in quite a few years, and closer to the man upstairs. Life and love, it gets better to you when you trade in them hell years for hallelujahs. And you realize you ain't the man you ever was, when getting on up in age does what it does. There's some cracks in the rearview mirror, but now I see things a little clearer. I better make a little time before I turn to dust. I've gotten farther from the bottom than I've been in quite a few years, and closer to the man upstairs. Oh, the man upstairs.
If you've never snuck behind a barn to smoke a cigarette, if you've never had a break-up fight the whole town can't forget, if there ain't a list of things that you do differently, you probably don't drink whiskey. If you've never let some words fly out you wish you could take back, if you've never had to turn around on the road to where you're at, if the path you're on ain't paved with inconsistencies, you probably don't drink whiskey. And if you've never woke up on the wrong side of the bed, with a war wondering what went wrong going on inside your head. If you've never had your heart ripped apart, realized how lonely loneliness can be, you probably don't drink whiskey. If you've never stood out on her porch and begged for one more chance, or let the love of your life slip right through your hands, if you don't know the bitter taste that takes away the sweet, you probably don't drink whiskey. If you've never woke up on the wrong side of the bed, with a war wondering what went wrong going on inside your head, if you've never had your heart ripped apart and realized how lonely loneliness can be, you probably don't drink whiskey. And if you never had a love on the rocks and thought the cure was one more shot, 'cause you're fighting demons and no one else can see, you probably don't drink whiskey. And if you've never woke up on the wrong side of the bed, with a war wondering what went wrong going on inside your head, if you've never had your heart ripped apart and realized how lonely loneliness can be, you probably don't drink whiskey. You probably don't drink whiskey.
For Christian country.
Saying how it's gonna be so good, so beautiful. 10,000 hours, 10,000 more. Even though I don't tell you all the time, baby, blue ain't your color.
Driving in the car or on the app. Thanks for listening.
Baby plays the guitar, I pick a banjo now.
Coastal Alabama's all new Highway 98 Radio.
I am very excited to bring you this announcement this morning because when I was a young teenager looking for direction, looking to get out of the house, to be honest with you, to do something, I joined the Police Explorers, which is part of the Boy Scouts of America. Well, now the Mobile County Sheriff's Office has an opportunity for your kids to join the Camp Explorer. They say they're excited to launch the first annual kids camp, Camp Explorer, in partnership with the Mobile County Schools. In June, they'll offer 2 sessions. The first session will begin June 10th through the 12th at Sims Middle School, and the second session will be June 24th through June 26th at Hankins Middle School. And during the camp, the campers will be divided into 4 squads, simulating deputy roles. They'll engage in learning experiences covering the various aspects of public safety. Additionally, they'll learn teamwork, organization, and so much more. Camp Explorer is designed to foster positive relationships between the Sheriff's Office and children 8 to 12. Now, for more information, go to www.mobilesc.com/Camp Explorer. Again, this is going to be on June the 10th through the 12th and June the 24th through the 26th. This is really a great opportunity for the teenagers to not only learn more about law enforcement, what they do, but also maybe start thinking about it being a career opportunity. And if nothing else, it's going to really help them working together, becoming part of a team. Just like sports, it's going to really instill a lot of great things in them. Be sure to contact this web address if you need more information. It's www.mobilesc.com/Camp Explorer. And I'm sure that your kids are going to love it. Does your company, church, business, or school need to get your employees certified in first aid, CPR, and saving a life? Well, guess what? Armor Tech is here on the Gulf Coast. Call them today at 251-264-2498. They will bring the training to you wherever you're at. 251-264-2498. These guys are fantastic. They're paramedics, firefighters. They know their stuff. They'll also teach you AED, stop the bleed, and the use of Narcan. 251-264-2498.
I know 6-stick shift, dark blue F-150 in good condition. Out of 119,000 miles, only 5 on the new transmission. It's got leather seats, a sunroof, it's sitting on 33s that run smooth. It'll get you from A to B, but not for me. 'Cause every time I turn that key, I see her shotgun riding down a 2-lane road, just driving around with no place to go. Singing along to where the green grass grows, hands out the window floating on the breeze. She's fixing her lips in the drop-down mirror. That pretty little thing made it hard to steer. I'm never gonna get her out of there. There's too many memories. Now there's a for sale sign in the window. Yeah, 'cause if I'm gonna let her go, I gotta let it go. Yeah, it's gotta go. So it's 7,500 OBO. Back bumper's got a dent from her backing into a mailbox first time she drove it. Couldn't even be mad with her looking like that. Told her, hell, you can hardly even notice. It's got nights with her I can't forget, kissing on the tailgate of the truck bed. I wish I didn't have to get rid of it, but every time I turn that key, I see her shotgun riding down a 2-lane road, just driving around with no place to go. Singing along to where the green grass grows, hands out the window floating on the breeze. She's fixing her lips in the drop-down mirror. That pretty little thing made it hard to steer. I'm never gonna get her out of there. There's too many memories. Now there's a for sale sign in the window. Yeah, 'cause if I'm gonna let her go, I gotta let it go. Yeah, it's gotta go. So it's 7,500 OBO. It's got leather seats, a sunroof, it's sitting on 33s that run smooth. It'll get you from A to B, but not for me. 'Cause every time I turn that key, I see her shotgun riding down a 2-lane road, just driving around with no place to go. Singing along to where the green grass grows, hands out the window floating on a breeze. She's fixing her lips in the drop-down mirror. That pretty little thing made it hard to steer. I'm never gonna get her out of there. There's too many memories. Now there's a for sale sign in the window. Yeah, 'cause if I'm gonna let her go, I gotta let it go. Yeah, it's gotta go. So
by now I'd have it figured out, how not to make the easy things so hard to do. I bet that I'd be further down this road if I could read the signs that point me to the truth. I never planned on being nothing but a cowboy, but somewhere I picked up this old guitar. Girl, all I can say is that I'm sorry if I get kinda careless with your heart. All the headlights, all the midnights, chasing all that empty, still ain't got it right. All the crazy, all the gypsy, I guess all I'm saying is forgive me if I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still learning to be human. So far I've been good at burning bridges, strike a match and ride right out of town. Bless your heart for never trying to fix me, or quit me, or slow me down. All the headlights, all the midnights, chasing all that empty, still ain't got it right. All the crazy, all the gypsy, I guess all I'm saying is forgive me if I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still learning to be human. All the highways playing outlaw, rolling out of nowhere with the brakes off. All the crazy and the whiskey, waking up and wondering what hit me. Oh, forgive me, I really don't know what I'm doing, 'cause I'm still learning to be human. Still learning to be human.
I just want to give you a friendly heads up reminder that drones are not allowed to be flown along the beach. And during this big, huge concert, police are going to be looking for people who are doing just that. You may have remembered, I believe it was last year, that during the Hangout Festival, police tracked a drone operator who was flying over the concert and flying a little low. And after several days of tracking that owner of the drone, they arrested him because in Gulf Shores, it's a misdemeanor to do that, and you have to have a special permit. So be sure if you are living in the area and you're a drone operator, or you're visiting and you have a drone, that you stay away from the beach area, not just during special events, but also anytime you need a special permit according to the ordinance, the law of the city of Gulf Shores. Contact the police department for more information. Otherwise, well, you might get a friendly ride to the city jail, or you might be issued a criminal citation. And of course, we don't want that to happen. As far as other areas, you can fly your drone safely, of course. I don't know of any other city in our area that has that specific law where you have to have a permit. But just in case, you might want to check. Remember, no drones along the beach.
Out of all of the places in this little town, yeah, you had to come walking in here and sit down. I'm hiding and hoping my face ain't too red. Since we've been trying like crazy to get you out of my head. So why you wanna show up in a old t-shirt that I love? Why you gotta tell me that I'm looking good? Don't know what you were thinking, you were doing, moving in for a hug like you don't know I'm coming unglued. Why you wanna make me keep wanting you? I wish you had on sunglasses to cover up those blue eyes. I wish you said something mean, made me glad that you said goodbye. Why can't you look off somewhere if you catch me staring at you? Why can't you be cold like any old good ex would do? So why you wanna show up in a old t-shirt that I love? Why you gotta tell me that I'm looking good? Don't know what you were thinking, you were doing, moving in for a hug like you don't know I'm coming unglued. Why you wanna make me keep wanting you? Keep wanting you. Why would you tell me that you call me up sometime? Maybe we can get a drink and just catch up like that'd be enough. No, that ain't enough. Why you gotta show up in an old t-shirt that I love? Why you gotta tell me that I'm looking good? Don't know what you were thinking, you were doing, moving in for a hug like you don't know I'm coming unglued. Why you wanna make me keep wanting you? Why you wanna make me keep wanting you? Why you wanna make me keep wanting you? Out of all of the places in this little town, yeah, you had to come walking in here and sit down.
There's an old friendly breeze that blows in the Gulf of Mexico. And somehow it always knows when I'm feeling low. So I'm gonna anchor down, wait till it comes around, leave the rest of the world behind. Yeah, that's how I'll pass the time, till I catch my second wind, get back up and gain control again, find the strength I lost back when you stopped loving me. I guess I'll just stay out here till I know the watch the tide roll in till I catch my second wind. There's a peace in the way I feel when the water's still, and as long as it's calm out here, I've got time to kill. But as soon as it starts to stir, I'll lose track of the way things were, float away on the open air. But I'm not going anywhere till I catch my second wind, get back up and gain control again, find the strength I lost back then. You stop loving me, I guess I'll just stay out here until I know the coast is clear. Sit and watch the tide roll in till I catch my second wind. I'll just stay out here till I know the coast is clear. Sit and watch the tide roll in till I catch my second wind. Just sit and watch the tide roll in till I catch my second wind.
Mobile Bay Patrol Service, public safety and law enforcement trained with more than 30 years experience here along the Gulf Coast, protecting our people, our property, and our way of life. Give them a call at 251-264-2498. They offer mobile patrol services of churches, businesses, schools, gated communities, condominiums, beach resorts, yacht clubs, and so much more. 251-264-2498. Call today and you will sleep better tonight. Are you a country music fan? Now you probably are because you're listening to our program and the format here is primarily country music. Well, I've got some pretty big news for you if you're a Blake Shelton fan because he's coming to Alabama this year. He's going to be at the Mercedes-Benz Amphitheater in Tuscaloosa. Yep, that's correct. Coming up October the 17th at 2710 Jack Warner Parkway. The 7 p.m. show was added to Shelton's already heavy tour agenda and his only date in Alabama. Now, if you are a Crimson Tide fan, you're likely checking the calendar right now to see if his show will conflict with Alabama football game. But guess what? Don't worry because it won't. The show is scheduled for a Friday, the night before Alabama faces Tennessee at Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Now, singing all of his greatest hits, some new songs, and he says he's got a surprise for you. I don't know what that is, but if you're a fan, you might not want to miss this concert. Coming up, get your tickets right now. They're on sale at Ticketmaster.
still doing the same damn thing. Tell me, should I leave a light on? We've been doing this for so long, so long. Can you tell me where we're going? I can tell it's where the wind is blowing. I wanna believe in those sweet things that drip from your mouth. If those words were water, then boy, I'd be drowning right now. Is this love, or we just playing house, 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 playing house, house? I've been pulling petals off a rose. Felt like I'm putting my whole life on hold. You love me, but not enough. Is it time to give up? Tell me, should I leave a light on? We've been doing this for so long, so long. Can you tell me where we're going? I can tell it's where the wind is blowing. I wanna believe in those sweet things that drip from your mouth. If those words were water, then boy, I'd be drowning right now. Is this love, or we just playing house, 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 playing Chinese torture, drip, 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 dripping down, and boy, you're holding out for something more. What am I holding on for? Tell me, should I leave a light on, light on? We've been doing this for so long, so long. Can you tell me where we're going? 'Cause I can tell which way the wind is blowing. I wanna believe in those sweet things that drip from your mouth. If those words were water, then boy, I'd be drowning by now. Is this love, or we just playing house, house, playing house,
And once again, just like that, that's going to wrap it up for today's radio show. And I hope that you enjoyed it. We did a lot of things. We announced about the new business organization, the new public safety AL program coming to the area, played a lot of music, updated you on the extended weather forecast, and so much more. But I want to remind you now that no matter where you're driving, if it's down the city road, the county road, the back road, the interstate, it doesn't really matter. If you see any red or blue lights flashing, sirens are sounding, and they're coming up behind you at a pretty fast rate of speed, that means just one thing, of course, and that's to pull to the right and allow our emergency workers to get on by it, because they're responding, of course, to an emergency. And if they're already on the side of the road, whether that be police with a car stop or a tow truck that's hooking up to a disabled or maybe a vehicle that's been involved in a crash, we need to move to the left side as quickly and safely, of course, as possible. It's not only the right thing to do, but as we all know, it's also the law, and you can get a big fat ticket. You can even be arrested. It is considered a misdemeanor offense. Until the next time, y'all be safe, be blessed, and we'll see you back here on the radio.